another earthquake in Turkey.
Just 2 weeks after the massive quake that killed tens of thousands.
Hurricane Maria slamming into the island.
Its path making landfall as a Category 5 storm.
Welcome back to the Daily Amaze channel. Natural disasters do not warn when they strike and lead to heavy human losses and facility damage. Today we're counting down the most devastating natural disasters in the world in the last decades. Before we begin, we publish new content on a regular basis, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Number 10. Hurricane Katrina, United States, 2005. This catastrophic and deadly Category 5 hurricane caused widespread damage and flooding in the southeastern United States, particularly in New Orleans. Hurricane Katrina formed over the Bahamas and then crossed southern Florida, before rapidly intensifying over the warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico. On August 29, 2005, Hurricane Katrina made landfall near New Orleans, Louisiana, with sustained winds of 125 miles per hour. The hurricane caused catastrophic damage along the Gulf Coast, with storm surge flooding and strong winds destroying homes, businesses, and infrastructures. The flooding in New Orleans was particularly severe, as the city's levee system failed in several places, leading to massive flooding that submerged much of the city. According to the National Hurricane Center, Hurricane Katrina was responsible for an estimated 1,833 deaths, making it one of the deadliest hurricanes in U.S. history. The storm caused catastrophic damage to New Orleans and other parts of the Gulf Coast, and the effects of the storm were felt for many years afterwards. The response to the disaster was widely criticized in the U.S., with many accusing the federal and local governments of being slow to provide aid and assistance to those affected. Number 9. The Thailand floods, Thailand, 2011. This flooding disaster caused significant human losses and damage to Thailand's infrastructure and economy, resulting in billions of dollars in losses. The 2011 Thailand floods were a series of devastating floods that hit Thailand in the summer and fall of 2011. The floods were caused by a combination of factors, including unusually heavy monsoon rains, poor infrastructure, and deforestation. It began in late July and affected more than 65 of Thailand's 77 provinces. The floods caused widespread destruction and loss of life, with more than 800 people killed and more than 13 million people affected. The floods also caused significant economic damage, with large areas of agriculture land and industrial parks submerged underwater. The floods disrupted global supply chains, particularly in electronics industry, and caused widespread shortages of consumer goods. Number 8. The Kobe Earthquake, Japan, 1995. This earthquake killed over 6,000 people and caused extensive damage to buildings and infrastructure in Kobe, Japan. The 1995 Kobe earthquake was a devastating earthquake that struck the city of Kobe in Japan on January 17, 1995. The earthquake had a magnitude of 6.9 on the Richter scale, and its epicenter was located in the northern part of Awaji Island, just south of Kobe. The earthquake caused widespread destruction and loss of life, with more than 6,400 people confirmed dead and over 40,000 people injured. It destroyed or severely damaged more than 200,000 buildings, including homes, schools, and hospitals. The earthquake highlighted the need for improved infrastructure and disaster preparedness measures in Japan, a country that is particularly vulnerable to earthquakes and other natural disasters. Number 7. Hurricane Maria, Puerto Rico, 2017. This hurricane caused catastrophic damage to Puerto Rico, resulting in an estimated 3,000 deaths and significant damage to the island. The 2017 Hurricane Maria was a Category 5 hurricane that devastated several Caribbean islands, including Puerto Rico, the U.S. Virgin Islands, and Dominica. The hurricane made landfall in Puerto Rico in September 20, 2017. With sustained winds of 155 miles per hour. The hurricane caused widespread destruction and loss of life, with more than 3,000 people confirmed dead or missing. The hurricane destroyed hundreds of thousands of homes, as well as schools, hospitals, and infrastructures. Number 6. The Gorkha Earthquake, Nepal 2015. This earthquake killed more than 8,000 people and caused extensive damage to buildings and infrastructures in Nepal. The 2015 Nepal earthquake was a dramatic disaster that struck near the city of Kathmandu in central Nepal on April 25, 2015. The earthquake had a magnitude of 7.8 on the Richter scale and was the worst natural disaster to hit Nepal in more than 80 years. The earthquake caused widespread devastation across Nepal, particularly in the capital city and its surrounding areas. The earthquake triggered landslides and avalanches in the Himalayan region, including Mount Everest, where a large avalanche killed at least 19 people.
We lost everything. My mom and my brothers and whole villages, and they lost everybody, they lost their families, and no one has nothing.
The earthquake and its aftershocks claimed the lives of more than 9,000 people and injured more than 22,000. The earthquake severely damaged hundreds of millions of homes, buildings, and critical infrastructure. Number 5. The Tohoku Earthquake and Tsunami, Japan 2011. This disaster killed over 15,000 people and caused a nuclear crisis at the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear plant. The 2011 Tohoku earthquake, also known as the Great East Japan Earthquake, was a powerful earthquake that struck the northeast coast of Japan on March 11, 2011. The earthquake had a magnitude of 9.0, making it one of the most powerful earthquakes ever recorded. The earthquake was caused by the movement of tectonic plates beneath the Pacific Ocean, where the Pacific Plate subducts beneath the Eurasian Plate. The earthquake occurred along a fault line that stretches for more than 300 miles off the coast of Japan. The earthquake triggered a massive tsunami that inundated coastal areas of Japan, causing widespread destruction and loss of life. The tsunami waves, which reached heights up to 130 feet, traveled inland as far as 6 miles in some areas. The disaster claimed the lives of nearly 16,000 people, with many more injured or missing. The tsunami also caused a number of nuclear accidents at the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant, leading to the release of radioactive material. Number 4. The Turkey-Syria Earthquake, 2023. The recent earthquake opened 2 enormous fissures on Earth's surface, where the land split by up to 7 meters in opposite directions over a span of hundreds of miles. More than 4,300 aftershocks have hit the disaster zone since the initial earthquake, complicating the rescue effort. On Monday, the 6th of February 2023, a 6.4 magnitude earthquake and a second measuring 5.8 hit Turkey's southern province of Hatay. The figures are unfathomable: 47,000 people dead, thousands of others missing, millions homeless. 2 weeks later, the scale of the devastation is still being unearthed. The true impact will not be fully understood for decades. Turkey's death toll has climbed above 41,000, the country's disaster authority has said. This number is expected to rise further, given that more than 345,000 apartments were destroyed and many people are still unaccounted for. In Syria, already devastated by years of war, authorities have said more than 5,800 people died. Hans Klug, the World Health Organization's Europe director, said relief workers were facing the worst natural disaster in the region for a century, adding that 26 million people need assistance across both countries. The WHO launched the largest rescue operation of its kind in the organization's 75-year history. Donations are currently open for helping people in Turkey and Syria. Organizations such as the International Federation of Red Cross and Red Crescent Societies, Oxfam, and Doctors Without Borders are collecting funds for their Disaster Response Emergency Fund, which supports immediate cash assistance in affected areas. Please find links in the description for donation. Number 3. The Sichuan Earthquake, China, 2008. This powerful earthquake struck the Sichuan province in southwestern China on May 12, 2008. The earthquake had a magnitude of 7.9 on the Richter scale, making it one of the most powerful earthquakes to hit China in recent history. The earthquake caused widespread destruction and loss of life, with more than 87,000 killed and over 370,000 people injured. The earthquake destroyed or severely damaged more than 15 million properties. The Chinese government launched a massive rebuilding effort with the construction of new homes, schools, and hospitals. Number 2. The Haiti earthquake, Haiti 2010. This disaster killed an estimated 230,000 people and caused widespread damage and devastation in Haiti. The 2010 Haiti earthquake was a catastrophic magnitude 7.0 earthquake that struck Haiti, a country in the Caribbean, on January 12, 2010. The earthquake's epicenter was near the town of Liagaine, approximately 25 kilometers 16 miles west of the capital, Port-au-Prince. The earthquake caused widespread devastation and loss of life, with an estimated 230,000 people killed and more than 300,000 people injured. The earthquake destroyed or severely damaged buildings, infrastructure, and homes across much of the country, leaving many people homeless and without access to basic necessities like food, water, and medical care. Number 1. The Indian Ocean Earthquake and Tsunami 2004. This undersea megathrust caused more than 230,000 people deaths across 14 countries and caused widespread destruction. The 2004 Indian Ocean earthquake, also known as the Sumatra Andaman earthquake, was a massive undersea earthquake that occurred on December 26, 2004. It had a magnitude of 9.1 to 9.3 on the Richter scale, making it one of the largest earthquakes ever recorded. The earthquake was caused by the movement of tectonic plates in the Indian Ocean, where the Indo-Australian plate subducts beneath the Eurasian plate. The earthquake occurred along a fault line that stretches more than 808 miles and caused the seafloor to rise by several meters in some places. The earthquake triggered a series of tsunamis that devastated coastal areas around the Indian Ocean, particularly in Indonesia, Sri Lanka, India, Thailand, and the Maldives. The tsunamis were caused by the displacement of water from the ocean floor, which created massive waves that inundated coastal communities. The death toll from the disaster is estimated to be between 230,000 and 280,000 people, making it one of the deadliest natural disasters in history. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from Daily Amazed and be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to be notified about our latest videos. Thanks for watching.